So what's going on, toxic gamers? There is hope yet again that the next Battlefield is the one that is gonna be saving us all, folks. And yeah, there is some gameplay stuff that I want to be sharing with you guys. And yeah, we had like the test footage that was revealed by EA not long ago, so we're gonna be taking a look at that. We got leaks, we got destruction, we got maps, we got the next premium Battlefield 6 game coming out as well that we're gonna be talking about. Is this the game, guys? We're gonna be getting down to it. You're gonna be finding it out. Like the video if you do not want. Don't be sad. This is just how it works out sometimes. Specialists, dislike the video if this is what you guys want. Let's cut to the chase, folks. I know you guys be loving the Battlefield 4 music, but let's cut to the chase, guys. Shout out to the homie, the Cosmonaut. Wait for it, roll it.
Vince and Pellet will go on to confirm that the next Battlefield game will indeed be in a modern setting. Not the near future as seen in 2042, but in the current world you can look outside and see. The game will indeed return to a class-based gameplay, getting rid of the specialist mechanic that was seen in 2042. But the more important thing to look at is the confirmation that it's going for a back-to-basics approach, seeing what worked for the franchise in the past and just simply improve off of that. It's going to be inspired by Battlefield 3 and 4. Not only is the game going to return to that 64-player count, but the maps will be specifically designed for that player count.
Now, where have we heard this, right? Oh, that's right. We have heard this with Battlefield 2042. But listen, man, jokes aside, I really hope this is the one, folks. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it that we are almost in the year 2025. Maybe some of you guys are watching this video in 2026. Let me know when you're watching. But I cannot believe it that we are in the year 2025, almost. And we're talking for the billionth time about making a Battlefield game that is going to be set and going to be similar to Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. And we get this instead, right? Yeah, I want to know where you guys at. Like for no specialist, dislike for specialist.
With Vince going on to say that he'd rather have nice, dense, well-designed play spaces that cater to that 64-player count. A nice welcome addition that I admittedly didn't see coming is that the game is going to feature natural disasters, with the one used as an example in the concept art being the expanding wildfires.
I mean, if Battlefield 2042 was not a natural disaster, then I don't know what it was, man. I don't know what it was. But, you know, I downloaded it back. And it's quite chill, you know, jokes aside, it has been quite chill.
And all of this being shown off in our first official piece of concept art for the game. On the right hand side, we can see the forest fire slowly creeping its way towards a seaside urban city that looks to have some European design language, with some people already speculating that it's depicting a city somewhere in France or Italy, with some people pinpointing the concept art depicting Gibraltar by matching up key landmarks with Google Maps. Regardless of location, we can see that the city is engulfed in urban combat, with the looks of some buildings already being collapsed. And as you move towards the ocean, you can see a silhouette of modern day destroyers. And right above that are the outlines of 3 attack helicopters that look close to be the US AH-64 Apaches, but they could also be Russian Mi-28 Havocs. Or if EA has the balls again, they could potentially be the Chinese WZ-10s. But without the confirmation of what factions or countries are going to be in the game, all of this is just up to speculation for the meantime. But the article doesn't just stop there, as the article goes on to say that the vision for Battlefield moving forward is to have multiple different types of play, and trying to expand the scope and reach of the Battlefield IP. So if you want to go and experience something different, you wouldn't have to leave Battlefield. This of course goes well in line with the leaks of the next game having a battle royale and that gauntlet.
Hey, whoa! Thoughts on this one real quick, ladies and gentlemen. We need to talk about this one immediately. Emergency meeting real quick. And this is that gameplay test demo that they revealed on the investor day as well a while ago. It's been a little bit, but you know, while we're on the topic at hand, I want to combine everything and we gotta talk about it, right? So do you want battle royale? Do you want the battle royale? 1 in the comments if yes, 2 if you're getting tired of it, 3 if you don't mind it, right? Because I get it, like there are people that are tired of it all, there are people that still want it, there are people that they're like, whatever, if they add it, cool, if they don't add it, cool, I don't care, right? So I want to know where you guys are at though. Personally, I would love for them to make like a dinosaur mode, right? Now, those of you that have been playing Battlefield for a while, you know there have been Easter eggs in Battlefield's campaigns about dinosaurs. There's some sort of weird like Easter eggs that you know, we used to always have those Easter eggs about dinosaur modes, right? So why not create a dinosaur mode? Call of Duty got, for sure, like they got zombies as well. Battlefield can do dinosaur mode. It's like a similar idea, but instead of zombies you got dinosaur, and you can do something unique with it, because and people, the hardcore Battlefield fan base, kinda expected all, and every year, like whenever we would have a new Battlefield game, people would be asking, wondering, hey, is this the year where we're gonna be getting like a new dinosaur mode or some sort of something unique? I would like for them to have multiplayer campaign, The Portal mode, I think that idea was very, very good. It's just fell short because they didn't necessarily update it too much, right? So yeah, bring back Portal. That was good. People loved it. People were hitting the G-spot. A lot of people were like very much excited. Yeah, oh hell yeah. People were like friendly. You know, you guys know that nobody was looking like this. Nobody was looking like this. Even the Call of Duty players that are, you know, they love the, you know, the BBC bundles. They were like, even they were excited about the Portal one, right? So I wouldn't mind it, people wouldn't mind it, and then you got the dinosaur mode. You know, you got the dinosaur mode and you got like people by the balls, okay? And everybody's like, yo man, oh my god, like this is what we wanted, right? And everybody's shaking, people doing helicopters and all that, right? Yeah, like the video if you agree. Dislike if you disagree though, I want to know where you guys at, but let's continue.
In mode that was essentially the finals. But it doesn't just stop there, as the following day, EA would hold their first ever Investors Day. You've seen the Disney, you know what I'm talking about. It would be here where they would go on and officially reveal that the game has entered full development earlier in the year, presumably around the same time they announced the end of support for 2042. They would go on to reveal that there are 4 studios in charge of making the game, with DICE leading the multiplayer, Motive leading the single-player narrative, Criterion being split up and supporting both single-player and multiplayer efforts, and Ripple Effects working on a brand new experience that is very likely to be a Battle Royale and/or extraction game mode. Along with this information, they would go on to reveal that the game is playtested on—
Too many cooks in the kitchen or what, man? Like, damn. Because they done similar thing with Battlefield 2042.
A Battle Royale and/or extraction game mode. Along with this information, they would go on to reveal that the game is playtested on a weekly basis, on a new system that allows for new iterations to be turned out at a much faster time frame, to playtest and give feedback on. Throughout both the IGN article and the presentation at the Investors Day, there seems to be a big emphasis on community first, trying to correct their mistakes from the past, but also admitting that it's their job to gain the trust back of the community, not the other way around. So one of their first steps in doing so is allowing the community to get their hands on the game much earlier, with a new community-driven program coming earlier next year. Could this be the return of the community test environment with actual emphasis on testing mechanics? We don't know yet, but we do know that the team wants community input and feedback at a much faster time frame to get the game correctly. In the event, we also got a look at 2 new pieces of concept art. The first one depicting a couple of tanks traversing a scorched clearing on their way to a missile silo, located in the middle of I don't fucking know, with jets overhead. Now admittedly,
kinda reminds me, it has a little bit of vibe of the first ever Iron Man movie, right? Like when Robert Downey Jr., when Tony Stark is getting ready to sell his missiles right before he gets captured, right? Has that vibe. Of course, like, they got snowy mountains, that was not the case, but has a little bit of that vibe. I like it, I like it. Me gusta, me gusta.
I can't really identify these tanks at all. As from this angle, I can't really match it with anything. But what it does look like to me is the back of an M5 tank from 2042, with the angle of it matching up surprisingly well. But that's just my eyes, alright? It's a little bit too hard to tell. Maybe they're just modified Abrams. Maybe they're just Leopard 2s. Maybe they're just Panther KF-51s. Who knows? It's a little too hard to tell. Same goes with the jets. They're too small. I can't tell what they are. But the other bit of concept art is also equally as exciting as the rest. Here we have what looks like to be a Middle Eastern setting, with a soldier on the left that looks eerily similar to Afghanistan-era Marines. While on the right of the image we see—
I mean, we cannot even see it. We cannot even see it, and brother is like, yeah, it's that one, bro. I love the gaming community, man. Finally, okay, I'm joking around. You guys know I'm joking around, right? But for 2 people that might take it seriously, guys, no hating. Finally, we have some good news, so I love it. Okay, I'm loving it. I'm loving covering this one for you guys. Finally, we have— I know a lot of you guys would be like, don't pre-order, don't pre-order. That's like always the top comment. Let me check. Here we go. Do not pre-order. 2.8k likes on it. So here we go, folks. I know, like, you guys gonna say the same, and I agree with you. Never pre-order. You're not gonna gain anything, right? You're not gonna gain anything. Maybe early beta, but hey, they're gonna do open beta regardless, right? So yeah, don't pre-order, but let's hope the game is good though. That's what I'm hoping for.
On the left that looks eerily similar to Afghanistan-era Marines, while on the right of the image we see what could be the UH-60 Blackhawk touching down or dropping supplies in an area that's slowly being reduced to rubble. This shit has me so excited, as in the 3 pieces of concept art provided to us. I
really hope destruction is there. I mean, just looking at these 3 pieces of concept arts, wait for it, there's more. You're gonna get it, guys. You're gonna get it, man. No diddy though. You're gonna get it. But just looking at the images gives me good vibes, because I remember, right, like when Battlefield 2042 came out, everybody was like, but the destruction, where is the destruction? And yes, right, we heard none about it. And then the community kind of went pessimistic mode, full on, and then they said that there will be like a small village in that, you know, the desert map that we had, right? Yeah, we're in that Doha map, right? Yeah, well, you know, like Hourglass, right? We're gonna have a small village within the map that will be fully destructible. Bruh. And the game came out, and it's like no other map kind of has destruction. At least, like, it feels like that the game got no destruction. I'm not even sure if we had that fully destructible village or not. Probably did, but it's like, who cares at the end of the day, because the game as a whole, people wanted destruction back, right? Because Battlefield 4, Levolution, baby. And this is what they've done with Battlefield 2042. Yeah, people were underwhelmed with it, so this time they need to bring it back. They really gotta bring it back.
It's very obvious that not only are they depicting different types of engagements, from very urban close quarters combat to wide open tank battles, but for the fact that they are all depicting different parts of the world. Telling my little pea brain that for the next game, we may be getting a full global conflict, one where writers can freely write a compelling story about our fictional leaders going up in arms and plunging the world into chaos. I just hope with a global conflict, we can get individual countries be represented in full, rather
what, devil's anal? What the hell?
World into chaos. I just hope with a global conflict, we can get individual countries.
Okay, it says Devil's Anvil. Oh, my bad, guys. I thought it said Devil's Anal or something.
Be represented in full, rather than their equipment and gear be slotted in a broader alliance of nations. Not really connected, but during the event, EA would go on to announce their new AI assistant that would pave the way of user-created game content. And in the demonstration, they showed off some weapons, and people have been speculating that the animations for the gunplay and the gun movement are taken from the next Battlefield. So, there's that. But with every breaking news comes the various news outlets ready to ruin their reputation with information that they withheld until it was convenient for them to release. And in the past couple of hours, more information have started to leak out from those who claim to have playtested the game early. But we'll focus on the former of the two right now. So Tom Henderson this morning has released an article going over the latest information that has been revealed over the past couple of days, saying that a lot that was revealed confirmed his information he previously leaked. But he would also go on to give more information on the title, such as the time frame of the game.
Oh man, just looking at those frames, oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness, this is Battlefield 3. I remember when it first came out, when we first saw it, it looked so real to my console peasant eyes, to my Sony Pony 3, PlayStation 3 I'm talking about, to my PlayStation 3 player eyes. Bruh. Even though the game just, you know, on PC, this game was a PC game, man, but even on consoles, I played it on PS3, so I loved it. I enjoyed my time with this game, bruh. Like, I remember getting it a couple of hours earlier because Amazon was nice. I remember pre-ordering this game, guys. I remember pre-ordering this game. And SKizzle over at Amazon, they did drop the game. They sent me the game a week. Not a week, my bad. A couple of hours early. Like a day early, let's just say, right? And I remember playing it, man. Oh, man, this was the game, bro. This was, I swear to God, man, those times were just magical, man. What we didn't have, Call of Duties was on top of the hill, right? We had the Battlefields, right? The Uncharted, the God of Wars, the GTA, right? GTA 4 around that time, give or take, and we were on the brink of getting GTA 5 as well, because this game came out by the end of 2011, and September of 2013 is when we got GTA 5, and 2012 was big with that, right? Leaks, rumors, trailers, reveals, and all that, and we also had like a lot of other bigger Xbox titles as well. So yeah, gaming was different back then, man. It was lit back then. It was
but
really
he would
lit.
Also go on to give more information on the title, such as the time frame of the game, as it's now narrowed down to somewhere between 2027 and 2030. The campaign will focus on a big PMC going up against NATO. The game will in fact be set in various locations worldwide, from Gibraltar to the mainland US. Ripple Effects New Experiences is set to be a free-to-play battle royale and extraction shooter set in the US with a tropical setting. The game is set to release with 45 different weapons on launch. The goal right now is to release 10 multiplayer maps on launch.
Come on, man. Can a brother just get 11 maps? 11 maps? Can a brother get 11 maps instead of 10? No, man, we need more maps. Now, I know like one Battlefield map is like 40 Call of Duty maps, okay? Bruh. I don't know who said that, but we need more than 10 maps, man. But okay, yeah, if those 10 maps are quality and it's Battlefield, I'll give them that. But we need more than 10. 11 maps. How about 11 maps?
Game is going to overhaul its destruction mechanic by introducing caliber-based destruction, similar to Rainbow Six Siege, where different caliber of bullets cause different amounts of destruction. The game will see changes to its movement system, with one of the examples being the ability to pick up and move down players. And currently, people are being surveyed whether or not the next game should be titled Battlefield 6 or simply Battlefield. While the stuff Tom said is still up to speculation, I would still be in line to believe it. But in game development, ideas rapidly change. But what isn't left to speculation is the fact that developers have gone to Twitter to confirm that the game will in fact launch with a scoreboard. Yippee.
Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my god. What planet are we on, guys? Oh my god. Okay. This is a basic ass feature, damn it. We should be having that. It's like, yay, we're getting it. Nah, we should be getting that. That's like a basic ass feature. Okay, but finally we're getting it. Okay, wow. Shocking, guys, shocking.
It doesn't take
Scoreboard
much to
coming.
hype up a community. Give bits and pieces of information here and there, pair it up with a cinematic trailer that has a big explosion or the obligatory
man.
holy shit moment, and that's enough for a casual audience to be interested in the title.
Oh my god, bro, this was hype though. I gotta be real. People did climax after seeing that trailer.
But not for a dedicated fan base. It takes a lot more to get these guys to get hype about anything. And in a sad and broken community like the Battlefield community, it takes a lot more than just buzzwords to get us hyped. Sure, the possibility of something being great is a pretty cool thought to have, but it's one that's often met with disappointment once we see what's actually waiting for us on release.
Hazard Zone, just, yeah, right? Portal was good though. They gotta bring Portal back, and they really gotta support it. I would honestly say remaster all the previous Battlefield maps and put it in Portal. Forget about Battle Royale. Like the video if you agree, dislike if you disagree though. And we can have Portal, we can have a dinosaur map as well, dinosaur mode, and multiplayer, and campaign, for sure. Or, instead of Battle Royale, I'm saying do a dinosaur mode, something unique. Something new, and you never know, it might take off, and keep that free to play instead of Battle Royale. Because Battle Royale, it's I'm not against the idea, I guess, but like, it's been years, guys. It's been years of so many games have done it, and it's like we need something different, man, something different.
Especially when it's just a faceless corporation telling us why we should be excited for the next game. That's why this article feels different from usual. This article has managed to resonate with me and a lot of other jaded community members, and especially content creators, who have all had the same positive reaction to the article. Now, this could have been any other press release by IGN. The writer could have just listed off what the game was going to be with information provided by EA ahead of their investor date, and that would have been it. And that would have been perfectly in line with what AAA gaming has felt for a while now. Just a faceless entity telling us what's going to be released and why you should be excited for it. But this article didn't feel like that at all. Not only did they get the head of the franchise to speak on the project, but they just allowed the guy to just talk freely. Allowed him to not only just list off what was going to be in the next project.
W Vince, if you guys don't know, that guy that just showed up right there, Vince Zampella. Yeah, this guy, he worked on the original Modern Warfare 2019. No, my bad. Modern Warfare 2009, because, yeah. He worked on the original Modern Warfare 2, 2009, and he was behind Apex Legends as well, which a lot of people liked. It was not a game for me, so I'll be honest with you guys. I played it a couple of times. It wasn't for me, so I did, right? That's it, case closed. But he worked on that game, and a lot of people love that game, so there is that. And if you love that game, I guess you're gonna be happy to hear that. And yeah, let's see how well he does the game.
The project, but they just allowed the guy to just talk freely. Allowed him to not only just list off what was going to be in the next project as vaguely as EA allowed him to be, but also, and what I think is most important, is the reasoning to all the design decisions being made. The article starts off with their reason why they returned to a modern setting, with Zampella's response being, I mean, if you look back to the peak or pinnacle of Battlefield, it's that Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 era, where everything was modern, and I think we have to get back to the core of what Battlefield is, and do it amazingly well, and then we'll see where it goes from there. That right there, I really love. The understanding by the dev team that before they are allowed to do some of their really out there ideas, they first have to figure out what the core gameplay is like. In a franchise that
oh man, would you look at that animation? Beautiful, man. It was a fine piece of art. Back when video games really mattered, right? Like the art really mattered. And the fact that they're finally realizing people loved Battlefield 3 and 4. Holy crap, bro. I mean, damn, man, even a blind man can tell you that, bro.
Now, to do some of their really out there ideas, they first have to figure out what the core gameplay is like. In a franchise that has had several different changes in their core gameplay, it's pretty hard to pick one that's universally loved, as picking one always invites people to disagree and say something else is far better because it's their personal favorite. So to hear that the studio has decided to go with Battlefield 3 and 4 as their main inspiration when designing the game, as it was a time period where people can universally agree that Battlefield felt like Battlefield. Two armies going at it with faceless unnamed troopers battling out with mechanized vehicles of war supporting where they can. So it's nice to hear that it's not only a great time period that community has always wanted to return to, but something that the dev team actually—
Why is he always showing that man's ass, bro? Like, what the hell? Like, full on Diddy right there, bro. Like,
wants to work on. But I think for me, it's that peak of Battlefieldness is in that Battlefield 3 and 4 days. So I think it's nostalgic for players, for me, for the teams even. Those are kind of the heyday. Now, admittedly speaking, it's very easy to simply say something like this. After a company releases a product, and that product is received poorly by the community at large, it's very easy for a company to sweep the mess under the rug and promise people that it would be better next time, by getting people excited with buzzwords they have always wanted to hear. And in a franchise like this, we are sadly accustomed to it by now. Battlefield doesn't really have a good track record as of late. It's failed, and it's failed a lot. But with every release, we have only gotten a promise that the next one would be better than the last, without the acknowledgement from the design perspective why the previous titles failed to.
Yeah, I remember when they first revealed this game and people were really mixed with it, and even I was, right? It looked good, but then at the same time it didn't look good. And this was the map that I was talking about, that I believe it's called Hourglass, the map set in Doha. Good setting though, good thinking, but it's just that not. And I get it though, there's so many buildings there. It would have been harder for them to make it like fully destructible, but it'll be what it be, bro. It'll be what it be. But that's the thing, man. They have done it in the past, right? Bad Company 2. It came out 2010s, damn it. And that game had crazy ass destruction. You could level plenty of buildings in that game. So yeah, again, right, that's one of those things. People would be like, okay, so they've done it back then, why can't they do it again? And this game came out in 2021, if I'm not mistaken, right? So yeah, and the next one is gonna be coming out probably 2025, 2026, and I really hope it doesn't come out at the same time as GTA 6, fellas, because if that happens, the game is not gonna do well. You know it. You know it. You know it. You know it. But anyways, guys, check out this video on the screen. Recently, we had a lot of drama in the community. Check out this video on the screen. You're gonna learn a thing or two as to what's happening right now. But check this video out. Huge drama, and I'll see you right there.